Hello again, my friends. Welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm the Godless Gamer. We're going to dive back into our Realm of Thrones series today with episode 25. If you want the nitty-gritty details on what I'm going to be doing today, I highly recommend you just go back one episode and watch that one. That's where I explain everything. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time explaining things today. We're just going to get right into the action, dive right back in, pick up where we left off. We're in the middle of rebuilding the lands beyond the wall, and I'm trying to do it a very specific way. We're gonna take care of all of that once we get the conquest. There are 4 settlements we need to take, and I figured, because we got 4 settlements last episode, I could do it faster this time. Because I have a trick that I want to implement the next time we siege a castle, because I've been trying to make breaches in the walls every time we siege a castle or a town recently, and it's been working out really well. And I kind of learned a trick that I want to utilize. I want to try it in front of you guys and see how it works out. So, some updates. I'm a lot richer, you might notice. Some time has gone by. The wars are over. Suffice it to say, I handled it. Okay? I handled it. These wars are over. We still have our alliance with the Vale. Everything's good. Yeah, that's it. We're back up to full strength with this army. It still consists of the same exact people from the last episode. I haven't called in any vassals or anything. So we're still rolling with the same people, free folk and my companions, that's it. And now we're up to full strength, because I spent a bunch of time hitting up villages and gathering up recruits and stuff, so... Sieging things is going to be a lot more easy, because we have the numbers now, and now I understand how to, well, we've been fighting wildlings a lot, and I understand, like, how they work and stuff. It's just not a faction that I've been fighting a lot in this series, and... These past couple of episodes have allowed me to experience what wildlings are like. Like, we experienced giants last episode, which is really, really cool. We have one as a companion. Who's gonna get the land? He's the one whose land we're fighting for right now. 1-1, when we eventually make him a lord, is getting Hornfoot and Fen. So he better contribute. He better pull his weight in this battle. Because we're taking his lands. And if he has to pull his weight, that's a lot of weight he's got to pull, because he's a big dude. Really? This is what this is what we're sieging? It has no walls. I should just be able to instantly attack it. But yeah, we're going to make a breach this time, and we're going to try my trick out, see how it works. Okay, guys, Hornfoot is about to be ours. I wasn't trying to get 2 breaches, but we got 2 breaches. The downside to doing this, I should mention this, the downside to trying to get breaches is that it takes a lot longer because you have to win the siege duel. You have to win the siege weapon duel with the ones on the walls, and that's what it took for me to get this, but I'm just so badass. Gendry continues to amaze me with his engineering skills. So we have 2 breaches, so let's try my trick. I mean, it's not like a super complicated trick, it's not like I'm doing something really fancy, it's just something that I happened upon and noticed, and I want to try to utilize, because it's something dumb that the AI does. Which is not new, that's not really news, because the AI does dumb stuff all the time, but... Okay, so what I'm gonna do is... I need to get off my horse and walk up to the breach. The guys aggro on me, and then I can pull the soldiers out of the city into the open for all of my archers to snipe on. But we're gonna wait a second, because there's still a bunch of dudes on the walls. Because I have to be on foot. I can't attract them on horse. Wow, I'm basically as tall as the wall while I'm sitting on my horse. See? When I'm standing here with my horse, they don't aggro on me, but if I get off my horse and I walk in, look at this. Just a bunch of morons, and I'm super fast, so I can just outrun them. And now they're out in the open for my archers to shoot, but I didn't pull them out too much. We'll try this again. I would do it on my horse if I could, it's just that... Ooh, ouch. Oh, there they go. They're coming out. Wow, I didn't even have to bait them. They're just coming out. Oops, I can't do that. Can't do that. Let's try it again. At least I'm using this time at the beginning phases of the siege to actually do something as opposed to just riding around and talking about nothing. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Now, what's not great is that if the battlefield was a level battlefield and my archers were on a level plane, they can start hitting them from a lot sooner. It's just, it's not the right geography, I guess, for that strategy or that tactic. But you see what I mean. All right, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Good old-fashioned elbow grease. I like standing right here. I discovered this spot last episode. It's like a good spot where they can't hit you, but you can hit them in the head. 1-1 leveled up. See? I'm getting so many kills. Alright, we're making some headway in here. The dam is broken. You should notice a lot more wildlings or free folk in my army, and Night's Watchmen, because they're the bulk of my army now. That's where I did all my recruiting. The rest are my soldiers, like my Casterly Rock guys. Alright, this is over. Ooh, wow, okay. Never mind, it's not over. They still have more chaff that they're throwing into the meat grinder. They should be embarrassed with the armor they're wearing, like, compared to what we got. We're fighting a bunch of hobos. I'm so glad I turned up the number of entities in battle. Battles are so much more epic. Here's 1-1. Oh no, that's just a regular giant. We'll just stand behind him. Now, I didn't recruit any of these giants. I think Tormund did. Because the only way I can get giants, because I looked it up, is if you have to travel to Thenn, and then there's a guy in the tavern that you talk to. But I don't want to take any credit for getting those giants. They're coming in without me trying to get them. They're just coming in. Holy crap, a bunch of my guys are leveling up. Now, I don't feel bad about causing those breaches. Because it's not going to be mine forever, and the wildlings can't even assault settlements, so there's no risk of anybody attacking it, so... Alright, we need to hold on to it. We're holding on to all of these after we conquer them, and then we're settling everything at the end. So we can just move straight to our next target. Our next target is Thenn. We're taking the rest of 1-1's land. There aren't that many villages on the way. But if we can get over 1,000 men again, that'll be fine. Alright, we've entered this valley. I'm approaching Then Valley, the village. And this is the town where you hire giants. So after this battle, theoretically, all I need to do is go to the tavern and talk to the guy that I need to talk to, and I can start recruiting giants myself. I probably won't put them in my army. It's not that I have anything against giants. I know that they're good and everything, but I think I would rather hire them and then just donate them to my wildling armies. That way I could still benefit from them. They're still in my army, but we can still keep my army as Lannisters and Casterly Rock Soldiers and Raven's Teeth. Because it just... I don't need any giants pledging themselves to my banner. That doesn't make any sense thematically, because they want to be free. And that's why I'm giving Then to 1-1, because he's a giant. So that's why he's getting this. Wow, look how horrible this village is. Would you want to live there? I know I wouldn't. Siege number 2 has arrived, but I have to tell you something really funny. The part that I cut out, my faction came to me with a decision, and they wanted to declare war on the Night's Watch. I was like, what the hell are you think? What do you think I'm in the middle of doing? I'm trying to build ties with the Night's Watch. I just got done giving them land, and then, like, half of my vassals wanted to declare war on the Night's Watch for some stupid reason. Anyway, I thought it was funny when it happened, but I did cut it out. But there's another thing I wanted to point out. I had a nifty idea. Since I was allowing the 2 breaches, I decided to build 2 fire onagers, because I feel like as long as I can see what I'm doing and I can see what I'm aiming at, if I get on the onager, it's a fire onager, and if I aim it right, on the other side of the breaches are just a bunch of men standing in close formation. So hopefully one of the onagers is in a good angle for me to aim some shots into the mass. As opposed to trying our trick where we're going to pull people out, I wanted to do this, because I just had this idea and I thought it was brilliant. So we'll spend the beginning part of the battle on a fire onager trying to aim our shots into the dude standing behind the breaches. And there are 2 of them. I made sure to get 2 breaches and 2 onagers just to increase the odds of me getting a good angle. Please let the geography be good enough for this. Please, please, please. Please let it be a nice flat piece of land. Ooh, even better, we have the higher elevation. I'd say that's pretty well positioned to get some shots into that breach right there. This one, not so much. Oh no, this one, I could get into that breach. Oh, they do like cross shots. This onager shoots into that. This one shoots into that. Alright, which one would you want to do? Which one looks like a shorter distance? I think I like this one better. I did build a ram, so my men won't attack until the ram gets to the thing, so that buys me time to try a couple of shots. Am I gonna embarrass myself and kill my own men? Well, I shouldn't. I'll choose a good time to stop shooting. Okay, we do see the men on the other side of the breach. That's perfect. My horse is probably going to run away, but I don't care. Ooh. Oh, boy. Don't move a thing. Ooh. Oh, crap. My men are assaulting. I can't do it. I can't do it. Whoops. Never mind, guys. I'm so sorry. That was anticlimactic, but I didn't realize my men were going to assault immediately. I thought they would wait for the ram. There's too much risk of friendly fire. But at least we saw a couple of shots work out. See, this is what I want to fire into. Hey guys, I'm gonna do something ridiculous. I'm gonna do something I've never done before.
Warriors! Hear me! Move out! Forward!
I'm gonna tell every single one of my men to pull back. I wanna do this, okay? Look, guys, we're gonna win the battle no matter what, so... See? I want to get those early kills, because... because the soldiers that start the battle are the more powerful ones, so give our onagers some time to thin them out a bit, and then we'll send the army in. I want to take the next shot. Oh, yeah, a little to the left. And it doesn't take as long to reload this as a trebuchet does. Alright, a little to the left. No, why are you controlling it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, can you tell that I don't use onagers that much? Alright, I wasn't paying attention to the last shot. The last guy moved it. I think I like catapults more than trebuchets now. The trebuchets are the more efficient weapons during, like, when you're on the map and you're doing the siege part of it that way. I'm not gonna move a thing. No. But yeah, the trebuchets are good at taking out the siege weapons on the walls and actually making the breaches. But the onagers are fun for anti-infantry. That looks like a... nope. At least the guys on the ram are still doing their job. I actually like how the soldiers do that. They follow their initial orders, do what they need to do with the siege weapons, and then they follow my other orders. Alright. My last shot was two to the right. Fire in the hole. And I'm not using a dragon, baby. Okay? I might get addicted to this and do this every time. Pay attention to the bottom left, because I might be getting engineering skills because of this. I didn't move it, so the aim does shift a little bit between shots. I'm having a lot of fun. This is gonna eat into the length of the episode, but I don't care. Fire in the hole. Come on. Talisa's helping me. This is Talisa right here. Who'd have thought? Talisa, she's a healer. Who'd have thought she'd help me murder people? I mean, aside from her killing people on her own. We've turned her over to the dark side. She prefers creating wounds than mending them now. Damn, if you could see, I don't know what kind of device you're using, but if you're like on a big TV or something, you could probably saw all those guys just flop over. Ooh, nice shot. Somebody's getting pissed at me. Okay, let's shift over to the other one. My zebra's long gone. Because there might still be a big group in the other breach. We'll take a couple of shots there, and then I'll send my men in. This is a dumb structure right here. You shouldn't be building anything right up against the walls, because it gives the attacker something to use as cover. Oh no, they're shooting into that breach. I can't see any men over there. Okay, never mind, guys. We'll just take one more shot over here. Too much pepper on that one. We'll tone it down a notch. We'll try one more time and then we'll attack. I promise. I won't waste too much time. That looks good. But there's nobody there. Alright, everybody.
Everyone, give them hell!
Charge. Oh, they got a kill. A few kills. So how many was that? 76 kills. Oh, now we can see them. Get in there, bullet sponge or arrow sponge. Is that 1-1? Yep, it is 1-1, leading the charge. Alright, we're getting a foothold. We're getting a foothold. Wow, how did you miss that? He's standing right under you. See, this is why breaches are so good, because you can bypass the gatehouse, not get rocks dropped on you, and if you make enough of a... Wow, look at all these javelins. If you make enough of a dent, and you cause the dam to break, the defenders are at a disadvantage, because they can't stand in a tight formation and mitigate damage. Somebody's aiming at me. I see you. It's that guy right there. Wow, these are the barefoot guys. I feel bad for them, kind of. Oh, nice shot. Ooh, another nice hit. Uh-oh, I see some of my Casterly Rock soldiers dead. We took some losses. Hopefully they didn't die, they just got knocked out. Oh yeah, we've only had, 67 deaths along the entire army, but 11 deaths in my party. And those deaths were the Casterly Rock soldiers, primarily. Well, I mean, they're the infantry, so it makes sense that we're gonna lose most of them. See how much of the army is made up of wildlings? And a few Night's Watchmen in there. Here's one. Not bad. That was a city battle, and our numbers were relative. I think I'm addicted to making breaches, and I'm addicted to onagers now. Let's attack the keep. We haven't attacked the keep in a while. I skipped it the past few times. Gives Gendry and Talisa a chance to level up, because I'm still trying to level up Talisa. I want to give her, like, a Valyrian steel sword, and I want to give her better armor. Her athletics and one-handed just aren't good enough. Okay, let's see. It's probably going to be funny to see the giant inside the interior. Is he going to get stuck on stuff? Sit down. Alright, is he gonna fit through the door? Yep, they fit. Wow, there's no upstairs, it's just one level. The giant's cheers just... I'll take this loot. I won't donate this loot, because some of those things looked really valuable. Okay, first thing I'm doing, dealing with prisoners. Dick Crab, what the hell are you doing here? I remember him from early in the series. He was taking part in a lot of the tournaments that made us famous early on. Dick Crab. Look where he is now. All the way up north. What the hell are you doing up here, man? Alright, let's trade first, and then I'll deal with whoever leveled up, because, oh yeah, 1-1 leveled up, didn't he? Alright, this isn't a really rich town. I wasn't expecting it to be. There's no tournaments. Let's talk to... Speak to Magmar, the Pokemon? Magmar Tundoweg. You must meet Magmar Tundoweg at least once to use this option. Alright, so we have to go inside. Fine. Making me jump through hoops. Oh yeah, I changed up my outfit too. Check this out. I took off the stupid, you know, coif, like what Hodor behind me is wearing, and I switched from the Blackwood cape that he's wearing to this new red one. Don't I look sexy? I'm getting some wrinkles too, because I'm in my 40s. And I'm getting chubby-cheeked. No, I was always chubby-cheeked. But now I look badass. I like my red cape now. The last thing I need to finish my repertoire is a crown. Like one of the ones that Jon Snow wears. Hey, don't hit your head, man. Someone to look up to. Oh, of course this lady's staring right at her crotch. See? Look. I want to see the expression on her face. Oh no, she's looking at me. She's looking directly at his crotch. Hodor, what are you looking at? Alright, enough joking around. Hold on. If I remember, because somebody left a comment and told... That's what she's looking at. She's looking directly at his crotch. It's like something like 10,000 for a only few much worth. Whatever the price, I'll pay. So for 10 of them, it's 100 grand. For one of them, it's 10 grand. Wow. Okay, I'm really, really rich. I'm being extorted. They're not worth 10 grand. I mean, they're not worth 100 grand. Oh no, they're not worth 10 grand individually. That's my opinion. You can disagree. Maybe if you just have a ton of money to throw around like I do right now, it's pretty cheap. But getting them early in the campaign, or even in the mid-game, is probably out of the question. But there you go. I just dropped 100 grand for 10 giants. How about we give 115 of them? Actually, hold on. I'm very curious. Do they have, like, a tree? Do they level up? Oh, they do. They're either giants... Just looking at the crotch. They're either giants, elder giants, which are the melee version, and then giant archers, which is the archer version, obviously. Okay. Because I was going to say, how about I keep them in my party, get them leveled up, and then give them to the other parties, but I'm not doing that. So now they're taking my hard-earned cash. 1-1, how about we give him... We'll give him 6 of them. No, we'll give him 5 of them. And then I'll give Tormund Giantsbane 3. And I'll give Mance Raider 2. Look, I wish that you could see him. Like, I wish you could zoom out. Like, I'm using my mouse wheel right now. Like, I wish you could zoom out and stuff, but you can't. All you get is a crotch or ass. Take your pick. Alright, enough goofing around. That's then taken care of. Oh, we're involved in another war that I didn't realize. We're fighting Pentos? I think that's who that is. It's a long loading screen. Yeah, Pentos. That's totally fine. They're primarily in Essos, and they only consist of one city, at least I think. Oh, they have a no, this is a village. Oh, no, that's a castle. It's a castle. Alright, they have some things, but they're on the brink of extinction. They only have one town. That's it. Why on earth? Why did we get involved in this? Is it because I turned my faction, or is it because my kingdom got pissed that I turned down fighting the Night's Watch, which was ridiculous, and they just took it out on Pentos? I don't know. Or maybe Lysa Arryn got us pulled into it. She's fighting that war. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, so we don't have to manage it, don't have to leave defenders, because they're not going to attack it. We're on to our next goal. We'll hit Frozen Shore first, because we have to take this long, windy path to get there. This mountain range prevents me from just cutting through. So we have to go around, but it gives me a chance to recruit more soldiers. We'll head for Frozen Shore first. We'll finish with Frostfang's camp. I hear the sounds of battle. Or was that just me? So yeah, we'll do that, capture these two, we'll manage everything, and then we'll go on from there. We're pulling up on Frozen Shore right now, and some things happened during this trip. Some more wars got declared. My vassals wanted to get pulled into this war, and I said okay, because if I said no, I would have had to spend like a bunch of influence that I didn't really have at the time. So I was willing to do this one, but I didn't realize that they're also... At least I think they're allies. Yes. So I didn't realize that Skagos, because I said, I looked, and I was like, this is all they consist of. This is Skagos. This is it. Just this island out here. I didn't realize that they also had these allies, so we got pulled into that too. But all of these wars are involving people that are not really threatening. They're all off the beaten path. Most of them are in Essos, out of the way. None of them are a threat to my Fairlands holdings or anything. So I really, really don't care. The closest thing that they could possibly try to take is Storm's End, and it's still armed to the teeth. I have 1,000 defenders here. So even though we are getting pulled into wars and chaos is happening... Oh, yeah. Skagos is close by, so they do threaten Hardhome. It's got 393 defenders. If it gets attacked, I might have to do something about it, but I'm not gonna let it distract me. We'll take Frozen Shore. We'll take Frostfang's camp. If we need to retake Hardhome, we'll retake it. We'll manage everything, and then maybe we'll come attack Driftwood Hall. But I just wanted to fill you guys in, because 1 second, there's only one war, and the next second, there's 3. And I didn't want to overwhelm you. Alright, so with all the recruiting that I did on the way here, we're almost up to 1,000 again, 944. Siege number 3 is ready for action. Let's try it again. I'm more willing to do these breaches because these are not castles that I'm trying to hold on to or that I'm giving to vassals. Like, these are just crappy castles that I could care less about. So I feel less guilty about causing these breaches. So, here we go. Let's try this again. No updates We didn't lose anything. I'm a little concerned about Hardhome maybe getting attacked, but it hasn't been attacked yet. We're still okay. How about we level up this person really quickly? Yeah, we still got it. Oh, I got a perk. Engineering. Oh yeah, I must have had this after I got all those kills during that siege. I care about the personal aspect, not the engineer, because I'm not serving as the engineer. I care about the personal. Shield hit points or damage to equipped crossbows. I haven't used my crossbow in years, it feels like. Like, literally, in-game. Years have gone by since I used my crossbow. I'm not an engineer or governor. Not an engineer or a governor. And then Gendry's got a polearm skill. Hodor. And now that I know better this time, I'm just going to instantly tell my soldiers not to move. Just going to tell them not to move instantly. So we don't have to... Oh no, the land... Ooh, this might actually make for a good shot. That seems pretty easy to aim at right there. This onager's position isn't good for anything. But this one's is. Okay, I'll just do the same thing I did last time. Tell everybody not...
Everyone! Onward!
Everybody just stand back.
Move!
The siege weapons should still do their thing. The ram should still go to the gate. So that's all that matters. Let's try this. I hope I can see what the hell I'm doing. You know, another good way to utilize the giants? Give them, like, a sling. Train them how to use a sling, so they can sling these things by hand, instead of having to use these. Let's see how good they calibrate that shot. Not bad. Too much energy on that one. Aim is good, though. Horsey, what are you grazing on? There's nothing to graze over here. We're going to tone it down a little bit. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can get more kills this time. I don't have to adjust the aim. I don't have to adjust the energy or anything. Just click the button when they're ready. Fire in the hall. Wow, who would have thought it would take me 25 episodes into a series to understand this? It's just the breach and the onager together work, you know? Nice. You just have to kind of get lucky and hope that the onager is placed in a position where you can do this. Otherwise, you have to do like a guessing game, and you can't see what you're shooting at, really. And the onager's shots don't have an arcing trajectory like the trebuchets do, so you can't really get it over walls as easily. Like, I'm not stopping. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I kill enough of them. We've almost killed 100 of them. 88 of them. Oh, well, I didn't kill 88 of them. I've killed 41 of them. I'm just thinking about it this way. We've been fighting wars for our entire lives, okay? We've been fighting since day one. We were thrown into the world fighting. And it took us into our mid-40s to understand how to use... And it took us fighting alongside the wildlings to understand how to use siege weapons more effectively. Alright, the gate's down, but that's fine. Oh, they're coming out. Why on earth would you do that? Why on earth would you do that? Okay, let's have all of our men, because they're trying to overrun our siege weapons. Yeah, run back into your holes.
Bowmen! Troops! Hear me! Troops! Get moving! Move out!
Okay, we'll get back on it. Hopefully they go right back to where they were. And this time we'll just keep our army closer up just to counteract if they do that again. There is a limit to these piles, but I have a mod that increases the amount, so it's more than usual. Alright, that was not a bad shot. I just wanted to use that as a calibration. Move aside. Move it a little to the right. And then... Hell yeah. Wow, so many of them are just making themselves juicy targets. If this means the episode goes on a little bit longer than normal, like, I really don't care. I'm sparing men, okay? Like, I'm not getting men killed. Oh, there's Jamie right there watching me do my thing. $95 kills? That was a nice shot. More and more reinforcements keep coming, I'm noticing. Once I notice that the soldiers are, like, down to the militia, once it's down to, like, free folk militia archers and militia spearmen, once I notice that they're the ones primarily being killed, I'll send the men in. But I'm still killing a lot of wildling pillagers. Oh, that was a lot of militia spearmen. Okay, one more shot. One more shot. I can send my men in now, because that's enough time for me to take a shot or two. 136. This is our last shot. Hopefully we don't kill any friendlies. Nope, total miss. Where's my zebra? Oh, look at that guy dropping rocks. Ooh, 2 of them. Look out, boys. Oh, nice. See, look how much we're cutting through them because we got it down to the militia before we even sent in our men. I wouldn't be surprised if I got another engineering perk. Nope, there's the hounds. By the way, we have to talk about the hounds. I have to give him his land, and I figured out a way to do it. We're gonna wait till the end of this war, because that's when I'm gonna manage everything, so I'm gonna do all of that at the same time. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna send a raven to Tywin Lannister, barter with him, trade him Clegane's Keep for Harrenhal, and then I'll probably have to give him some money. So that way we get Clegane's Keep, Tywin and the Lannisters get Harrenhal, and then I can give Clegane's Keep to Sandor. Wow, we're coming in from behind. They're still defending this breach, but we just completely circumvented them. What's the difference between a giant archer and a giant elder giant? I mean, the archers have, it looks like the same exact weapon. Only 13 deaths. Yeah, so if the elder giants and the giant archers both have melee weapons, what's the point of making the melee version? You should just make the archer version, that way they could do archer stuff too, and melee. This isn't a town, so I'm not going to bother with the prisoners. Just saving up a lot of loot here. Most of it is trash, granted, but it's quantity, not quality. Oh, now we're... What is happening? It's a good thing that we're almost done managing north of the wall, because just chaos is breaking out in my absence. Dragonstone's not good. That's like the strongest of all of these wars that we're fighting, and he has land nearby. I don't want him to take any of this. So, look, it's like the east of Westeros is up against the west of Westeros, not including the south, because Dorne is neutral right now. But I own a good chunk of the Reach. I own the Fairlands. The Riverlands has just been gobbled up by a bunch of different people. I think maybe I'll try to do that. I think what I want to do is... this is an aside. I'm sorry, guys. This is a complete aside, but I want to talk about this since it's relevant now. But now that we're fighting Stannis Baratheon, I think what I might do, if we're still around for this war, and it's still going on, and we can get down here in time... Maybe we can start taking the Riverlands back, and instead of giving these lands to vassals as we conquer, I can sell it back to the Riverlands. And I can start re-establishing the Riverlands, because the Riverlands is just completely fragmented. So much of their stuff has been taken by other people. Myself included. And the Vale... No, is this the Riverlands? Yeah, it is. This is the Riverlands. House Dustin owns Stonehenge. Riverlands. Riverlands. So if I take these back and I sell them back to the Riverlands, I can reestablish the Riverlands as a power. Weaken Stannis Baratheon in this case. but strengthen this buffer between me and everybody else. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm so glad we're about to finish all this, because I really should get back down to Westeros and get my affairs in order down there. I've been away from home too long, and things are starting to collapse without my presence. So let's finish this one off. We only got one more thing to do. Let's travel up there. I'll recruit on my way. Hopefully there's no more developments on my way there. Let's get Frostfang's camp. We'll manage it all, and then we can get back home. Alright, siege number 4. This was by far the hardest siege that we've done today, because the amount of men in the city was giving it the ability to build its siege weapons really quickly, so it was a tough fight, but we have 2 breaches, 2 onagers. Minor update. My vassals are conquering down where we're fighting wars, like conquests are happening. You might notice that Golden Grove is getting sieged, so things are happening in my absence. And Mance Raider got some land, which isn't a big deal. I would have preferred he didn't, but it's okay. We have to deal with it. We're going to have our hands full after this siege is done. So let's get it done. We'll get busy managing everything, and then I might lump in that transaction that we're going to do with Tywin Lannister. I'll lump that in there as well, since I'm doing all of that. Alright, we've seen this castle before. Oh, there's the onager. Perfectly placed outside that breach. Is that the other breach, technically? No, that can't be the breach, because it doesn't lead anywhere. I'm confused. There are 2 breaches. But it doesn't matter. We have what we need. We have 1 breach in firing range of our catapult.
Everyone! Move! Go!
You don't get a really good angle. You can't really see the drop of the, Oh, not bad. Oh, they're coming out.
Warriors! Soldier, everyone! Forward! Get moving! Onward! Get moving!
What on earth are they doing? Oh, they're standing inside that breach. Why? Look, I'll prove it to you. Oh, there is an access point. I see. Okay, I didn't see that from the other camera angle, because I wasn't understanding. What are they defending? They're defending this opening right here. But they walked out of this breach outside the walls to go defend that one. Like, what? And that's an even nicer target. It's an easier thing to aim at. Alright, let's watch and see how he does. Not bad. I'll take over from here, if you don't mind. Just don't stand in my way. I'm embarrassed for not doing this kind of thing earlier.
Hear me!
Let's tell all of our men
Shields forward!
just put their shields up, because I would prefer they don't get killed by ranged weapons. Alright, the gate's down. I still see men. We'll just tone it down a little bit. Ooh. Hey, save some for me. This is the last battle that we're gonna fight with all the wildlings and everything, guys. This is it. And here they go again. They left the walls to go reinforce this breach. Wow, they're so stupid. So yeah, guys, this is the last battle with the wildlings. We're leaving them to their own devices after this. So we're gonna say goodbye to Tormund. Is that who this is? Alright, it's good that he's helping me take all these. It's a way to bond before we bid each other farewell. I didn't realize he was the one helping me. They're sending out more reinforcements through the wall? Now they have archers outside the wall, standing below the wall, taking shots at us. What was my kill count in the last one? I didn't see the end result. It was like almost 200 or something. Let's wait for those men to get in position. I like the splat sound that it makes. Good thing I put them in shield wall formation. I haven't noticed a loss yet. But they are raining so many. Yeah, we haven't had a single wounded or a single death yet. Not a single wounded or a single death, and think how many arrows have been fired so far. Just judging by how many times we hear. We've killed 300 and we're down 300 shoulders already. Alright, how about, you know what? I was gonna move them back, but there's no point. They're not getting kills. They're fine. They're feeding us ammunition. That's what they're doing. They're just feeding us ammunition. Alright, they're sending another wave of reinforcements over. I'm sorry, this might be boring to some of you, but I don't care. I'm having a blast, and this is really great, man. I'm not getting any of my men killed. I'm sparing my Westerland soldiers. I want to send them home to their wives and their children in one piece. This is the last battle that we need to fight. Imagine if you were one of those soldiers and you're at the end of a war. Would you want to do this final battle and get killed? We're so close to the end here? Of course not. I'm being a good king. I'm being a good liege lord, and I'm sparing their lives. Still have yet... Oh, no, they got him wounded. They did get one. How have they not run out of ammo? Oh, yeah, they have the... They have the things that they can get unlimited ammo from.
Troops! Soldiers! Warriors! Move out!
We'll have them back off a little bit.
Warriors!
But we need to put them in
Troops! Line up!
line formation. See, look at these guys all picking up the arrows. They're just picking up ammo. Is Tormund still helping? You the man, Tormund. They're getting pissed at us, Tormund. They're taking shots at us. A few more shots, I promise. A few more. $239 kills. Just look at this arc of arrows just coming in and non-stop. It has a strange beauty to it, doesn't it? I want to take a shot at those archers right there. There's no crenelles on this wall anymore. The ramparts are just completely destroyed. We must have seen thousands of projectiles going over our heads by now. Ooh, nice. Six casualties so far on our side. Almost 600 casualties on their side so far. They only have 187 men left. Okay, I'm gonna try one more shot on those guys in the tower, and then I promise we'll attack. I promise. Let me enjoy my time with Tormund, our bonding experience right now. Definitely needs to crank it up. How about we crank it up to there? Not enough. Aim is right, the power isn't. I'll turn it up one notch. Excellent. It's a lot easier to aim the catapults than it is for the trebuchet. What's that? 379? I think we're breaking a record for ourselves in this series, at least, with the amount of kills in a battle. Oh no, wait a minute. Maybe when we've used our dragon, we've beaten this number. I'm sorry, never mind, I take that back. How can I forget that we had our dragon? I haven't used it in so long. Okay, this is my last shot. My final shot. Just waiting for those men up there to get in position. Fire in the hole. Charge, men.
Everyone, attack!
I'm gonna keep taking shots, but now we're gonna advance. They have 132 men left. $361. Alright, that's it. Really, really fun. Really fun. Only 15 casualties on my side. Alright, I'm sure none of them got to the keep. Look at that. I earned 80% of the loot. Alright, this is a city, so we'll take the prisoners. Forget what I said about not getting money. I don't care. I'm a multi-millionaire, but I still want to get more money. And that's it. I'll sell what I can here. Now, I'm going to kind of rush through what I need to do here. It's only because I'm recording at an hour and a half, and I really need to start wrapping it up now. So we're just going to do everything really quick. And of course, we get slowed down by a loading screen, or a save screen. Oh, Serial Pharrell got an engineering. Lady Talisa got an attribute point. Let's put that one into endurance, and we'll throw this one into one-handed. I'm trying to get her one-handed and her athletic skills up so I can give her better armor and give her better weapons. 1-1. We're going our separate ways now, so I guess I'll give him Steward just to make him a better lord, because that's what he's going to be. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is talk to 1-1.
I'm at your service.
His crotch is at my service. I wish to reward you for your services. So what this is doing is it's turning 1-1 from a wanderer into a lord. Indeed, you have shed your blood for me and you deserve a fief of your own. Thank you, my lord. Oh, he's so articulate when you give him land. He's an idiot before you give him stuff, but after you give him stuff, he becomes really articulate. I have often thought about that. If I had a fief with revenues and perhaps a title to go with it, it would... I could marry well and pass my wealth down to my heirs, and of course raise troops to help defend the realm. He gets Then. I need 500. Oh, I don't have enough influence. Okay, I guess I can skip him. I can save him for last. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. He's the only one that we have to turn into a lord. The other two, Mance Raider and Tormund Giantsbane, they're already lords. What we have to do with them is expel them from the kingdom. Start with Mance Raider. This costs me influence too. I just wasted... Okay, I need... Alright, I'm sorry. We're not doing this now. We can't do it now. I spent all of my influence doing things. I opposed some votes earlier on. Too many fiefs. Corruption. Minus 16. I need to deal with this. Okay, I'm sorry, we're not going to get to do this. We're not going to get to do it. We just don't have the influence, and I spent it all on dumb stuff. So I need influence to ennoble 1-1, and I need influence to expel these guys, because... That minus 16 from too many fiefs is pretty rough. I could have ennobled Sandor Clegane and gotten rid of one of my fiefs by doing the transaction with the Lannisters. Can I still do that? Can I at least do that? I'm so sorry, guys. All these things I wasn't anticipating. I didn't plan ahead enough. It's just that I didn't have... I'm so used to having so much influence. This is the one rare instance where I don't have that much influence. I need to get involved in combat and stuff in order to get enough influence to do anything. And I should probably send these armies on their way. I don't need them. It would save me from having to spend influence keeping the cohesion up. So I can send them off on their own. Oh, no, I can keep 1-1. He's my clan member. He's my companion, so it doesn't cost any influence to keep him in the army. He needs more men. Okay. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be a little unceremonious, but I'm just going to travel back to, I'm going to travel back to Castle Black, and I'm just going to take a breath, and then I think between the episodes, I'll do some stuff to earn some influence, and then we'll handle everything. I don't know if I'm going to do it all in front of you, or everything will be managed the next time you're here, but I've told you several times what the plan is. All of those free folk are getting their independence. They're each getting a town and a castle. 1-1. Tormund Giantsbane. Mance Raider. So I'm not going to do it all in front of you. And then eventually, this is the last thing we're going to do. We're going to prioritize giving away all that land. But the next thing we'll do is send a raven to... or actually, we can do that while we're traveling down to Castle Black. We'll send a raven to Tywin. Oh, no, Tywin's dead. That's fine. We just have to send a raven to the next in line, which is Kevan Lannister. Alright, I didn't realize that Tywin died. He didn't die as a result of our fighting up here, because I didn't call him into my army. He died of his own accord. Did he die of old age? He died of natural causes in 312. Look at you, Tywin. Dying a peaceful death, not on the battlefield. He died at 73. Okay, so same thing applies. We're sending that raven to Kevan Lannister, and what I want to do is barter with him, trade Clegane's Keep for Harrenhal. And look at that, we survived with 16 days left of food. Remember the last time we bought food? It was last episode, and I bought like 140 days worth. It lasted us right to the end of the war. That's awesome. Yeah, since I'm just not getting that much influence passively, in fact, I'm losing some. I need to deal with the amount of fiefs that I have. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. It's not our problem right now. It's funny that there's just so much chaos going on. I don't know who this is, and I'm not sure why we're fighting them, but I have a...
Forgive me.
Enough. I choose to...
I'm headed to Castle Black, so I'll sell those prisoners. My relation with Tormund just increased. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's see how much it's going to cost me. I'm stretching. Hold on. I'm stretching because I've been sitting in the same position for like an hour. Okay, we want to trade Harrenhal for Clegane's Keep. It's going to cost me money because it's not an even trade. It's going to cost me 3 million to do that trade. That's not worth it. That's absolutely not. Absolutely not, my friend. I'll figure out another way to get it. I thought it would be cheaper. Because I'm trading him something. I'm giving him something in return. What's his relation? Maybe if I improve his relation, it'll improve. Maybe maybe I'll have to do that before. His relation's only 9. Okay, that's something I'll work on then. Alright, so none of the things that I wanted to get done at the end, I was able to get done because of my lack of influence, but I did just get some right there after fighting that battle. So I think what I'll do between the episodes is just get myself involved in a couple of battles. Maybe I'll just, you know, raid some hideouts, attack some wildling bands, or maybe I just will come down south, or we can get involved in this war with Skagos. Maybe he has some armies over here, but I'll just fight some battles, accumulate some influence, and then I'll start the process of doing this. I'll try not to get too much done between the episodes, because I want you to you know, I want you to be here for it. But I can't make any promises. We're making a lot of gold at least. 39,000 every turn. Holy crap. Alright, let's get to the Castle Black. That's where I'm ending it. Really, really fun episode, though. I really enjoyed it. We completed our gold. We conquered everything. We just didn't get to end the way I wanted to end. That's all. I just need time. That's it. Honestly, it was just that during the siege phases, while I was sieging one of those castles, I went against my vassals during one decision, and it cost me so much influence. And I wasn't happy about it. Okay. I'll get things done between the episodes. I'll sell stuff, do all that stuff. But that's going to do it for today, lords and ladies. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a ton of fun. I hope you did as well. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave your comments down below. And if you're not subscribed, please, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. We're closing in on 2,800 subscribers. So if you're not already subbed, hit that button. Leave your comments, leave your likes. And I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 26 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.